I got thinking today I didn't do a update on the squeaky belt and heavy duty uh, silicone, if it works real good or not on a squeaky belt. And my report is, my update, yes it does, it works great. I had a squeaky belt on this Chevy where the belt would squeak on it, and I was having a hard time getting rid of the squeak. And even took it to an auto shop, and they said it was the alternator. The bearings was going bad in the alternator, and they put a new alternator on it, which that cost me quite a bit of money. I think they ripped me off, okay, but I got home with it, and the next day the belt started squeaking again. So I know it wasn't the alternator, all right, because it started doing the same thing. So the auto shop just put a new alternator on my car for nothing and ripped me off. So I seen a video on YouTube. There was a video on YouTube. A member on YouTube said, put this on your belt. Your belt needs to be lubed up, and this will stop the squeak. You know, you might have to spray it once in a while, but it'll work, okay? And I sprayed this on my belt. The squeak went away, and it never has came back. Now, I did spray it today. I gave it another dose because it was like, man, it was going like 5-6 weeks ago. Okay, and the YouTube member said, you know, yeah, about once a month, give it a shot or two, and you should be fine. And so I gave it a shot or two today, but it went 5 or 6 weeks without a squeak, nothing. So this stuff right here for squeaky belt, I give 5 stars out of 5 stars, baby. This stuff is awesome for squeaky belt. Forget that dumb belt dressing. That belt dressing from who makes that? Prestone belt dressing. That stuff is a bunch of crap. That stuff is terrible. This stuff is great. Now this stuff here. This is another member said use this stuff too from YouTube. So this will work on a squeaky belt, and it should be good to go. I didn't have a chance to use it because this stuff worked. All right, so I didn't even have a chance to use this stuff to see if it worked. So it's pretty expensive too. I paid $12, I believe, for this. For a tube of this is $12. And that was a special deal. I think the regular price is $24 for a tube of this stuff, so it is not cheap. But I will just put it back in the workshop and keep it. Something else comes up or something, I'll use it. That's okay. But yeah, that's my update. If you got a squeaky belt, can't get the squeak to go away, chirping belt, just buy some of this stuff through Amazon. Forget the auto shop, man. You got to be careful with them auto places. Man, they will gouge you. Unbelievable people down there. I was down there at Dodge. I don't know, a couple of weeks ago I was down there at Dodge. And an old lady was in there. And she was getting her sensor replaced because her idiot light came on, the engine light came on, okay? And so she's in there getting that replaced, and they charged her $200 to do that, $200 for dang sensor. And partly what it is, this is what I think it was, okay? They probably charged her $80 to hook the car up to the computer, all right? $8, I bet, to read it on the computer, and they probably charged her $80 for labor, okay, and the rest of it was for the part. I bet that's what they did down there. And that computer business is a bunch of bull crap. You can go down there and buy one of them tools for $12 that will read your car computer for $12. okay? They're just gouging people down there. And this one here, I put a sensor in this one. I did do a video on that, and I think the sensor was like $30. And my light came back on the other day, and it's showing that the other one went. And the other one is over here on this side. I believe it has 3 sensors, okay? It has one before the catalytic converter, then it has another one down by the exhaust, then it has another one up here in front. I know where it's at because I had it up on ramps, and I seen it one day, and I think I can change it out. It looked real easy, you know. It looked real easy to do it on this. So, I'm sure I'm not going to go down to the stupid auto shop and give them $200 to take a stupid wrench and take a sensor out and take another sensor and screw it back in, and that's all you do, and charge $200 for that. You talking about gouging, man? That's just. I tell you what, it scares me. Okay, I mean, you take an auto. Like take a car, okay, and the maintenance on a car, it really scares me because down at the auto shops, they charge so much money to do anything. They charge so much money. And anymore, like if you had a transmission problem, especially on the older cars, like this is an old car. This car is 18 years old. And basically anymore, if you have a transmission problem or a major engine problem, basically the car is gone. It's junk, okay, because it's going to cost you so much money to replace the engine or the transmission, the car is not even worth it. You know, because they charge so much money down here. And I'm no mechanic, okay. I mean, to change oil, you take changing oil. A 12-year-old kid can change oil in a car. Changing oil in a car is the easiest job you can do on a car. You just take out a plug, put the plug back in, take off an oil filter, tighten the filter back up, put it in your oil. Oil changing is the easiest thing you can do on a car. And the same thing with the sensors. The only thing with the sensors that are real bad, if it's in a tight place and you can't get your wrench on it and you can't apply a lot of power on it to break it off, you can run into some trouble with them. Okay, that's the deal with some of the sensors on some of these cars. But anything, man, you go down to a dealer, anything, man, especially the dealers, but even some of the auto shops, it's like this, putting this alternator on. That guy charged, what was it? He charged, I think it was $80 labor to put this alternator on, and that's a bunch of bull crap because there's only 2 bolts. I think there's 2 bolts holding this alternator on. You loosen this belt, take this belt off, you loosen up these bolts, take the alternator off, unhook the wires, put the alternator back on there, put the belt back on there, hook the wires back on, and you're good to go. This is about as easy as changing oil. $80 labor to change a simple alternator in a car. You know, the government or the state, I guess it would fall on the state, okay. The state needs to look into some of these auto shops and how they're gouging people, and they need to do something about it, because they are really gouging people on auto repair work. Unbelievable. How's that for a video rant? Man, I went 9 minutes. Great, wasn't it? Thanks a lot. See ya.